All right, we're gonna see if we got any sound or mute. I have to do sign language throughout the whole thing. And if we got sound. Okay. So so start this off the right way. Ladies, gentlemen, pronouns. Lend me your ears. Crazy Kid back for another live stream on Monday night, the 1st of December. Now, it's hard to believe it's already December. It feels like just a few like a couple months ago it was like January, but nope, now it's December. Um, I wanted to get into something a little bit heavier on the topic today. Be careful of what you put on the internet, whether you're adding content as a content creator or whether you're commenting on somebody's video or live stream or whatever. The minute you put your name or your likeness and attach it to something, that footprint is forever. You're creating a digital footprint of yourself and your personality. And, when it comes down to, drawing up that digital footprint, you know, companies can use that kind of um, digital footprint that you create for yourself, either as a benefit if they see you as a positive person or a person who goes after facts and figures and really does a thorough job, or it can be used as a detriment. Like when people are coming on YouTube or any other social media platform and just blowing up, just losing their top, doing a rant about stupidity. And that kind of digital footprint, companies, if you go to try to get another job and a company sees that kind of stuff on your social media footprint, the odds of you landing that job, no matter what kind of job it is, it could be, like Dunkin' Fries at McDonald's, or doing multi-billion-dollar land deals in a real estate firm. You put out a negative style footprint of yourself on social media, and it will haunt you for the rest of your life. Um, as some of the people know who've been following me for a while, I've been kind of mucking around with the Grok AI site, and I had an idea about making a little cartoon about this kind of thing, and I pieced together like six little pieces of a digital cartoon that I want to share with you guys. I didn't make it for nothing, so let's. I'm gonna play that for you right now. Hey girl, how would you like to be? What do I have to do? And the rest will take care of itself. Some people will do anything for money and fame. It's bizarre. I haven't really had a whole lot of um, extra time lately. I've been stretched between family, friends, and with the Christmas season coming up, I've been trying to get the videos out and dealing with all kinds of copyright situations. But I will look at them. I promise. I promise I will look at them when I have some extra time. Um, and then I get, like ideas like that little cartoon that I just showed. I get that in my head, and I don't want to lose it. So I, get on the computer and I just, get it going up. Yeah, those people that um, give themselves a bad representation online, they don't realize how much that really hinders their employment opportunities. Like, there's been people fired for their presence on social media because they put their businesses in a negative light, and you could lose your income because of posting a negative impact on not only the company you work for, but you as a representative of that company. So it's one of those things where, you know, I just say, be cautious, be careful of what you post, what you put on as your, digital footprint, because the less careful you are, the more it's going to hurt you. Like, you take a look at that DoorDash situation where, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, the DoorDash situation, a delivery driver was had to go pick up some Wendy's for a customer. The order specifically said leave at door. When she showed up, now there's speculation whether there's a doorbell cam, whether she pushed the door open and walked inside or whatever. That's all, speculation. It's not 100% proven just yet. The evidence hasn't been leaked or disclosed to the public yet, but there's always a camera on somewhere. You have to go around thinking that there's always a camera on somewhere. And she decided, since she claims that the door was wide open and she saw the customer sleeping on his couch inside his own apartment, Winnie the Pooh style, no pants, just shirt, and with all his family loins hanging out, she decided to go on or post it on social media. Then the following day, she decided to report it to DoorDash, which she should have done first. Then she reported it to the police and said, I want to see, whatever charges you can charge. And they found some charges to charge with, and it wasn't the guy. They charged her with unlawful surveillance and dissemination or distributing that unlawful surveillance to the general public on the internet. And they're both Class E felonies, and she can serve up to 4 years per felony in prison. So, she got fired from DoorDash. The customer got banned from DoorDash. And, the whole thing got spiraled way out of control. All because she just wanted to get clicks and views on her TikTok page. And she essentially ruined this guy's life for, like spare change on a social media platform. So, and she basically does a whole lot of rants about, her getting demonetized, or not demonetized, but getting her videos taken down, and, everybody's against her and all this other stuff. But while she's doing those rants, she's basically telling on herself why she did what she did, and how she did it. Basically just, literally gives the prosecution all the free, all the rope, the galley, the whole 9 yards to hang her. she's facing some serious stuff right now. All because, she put out on her digital footprint all this nonsense. And she tried to accuse the guy of SA, Meanwhile, the guy was like unconscious on his couch. There was no touching, no nothing. It was just, she just wanted to wreck this guy. And she did, because the guy lost his job. He has to move. He has to go find someplace else to live because she decided her clicks and views were more important than this poor guy's life and livelihood. And it's all because the guy got drunk that night and somehow, managed to order Wendy's on the DoorDash app. And by the time she got there, he was already out to the world with everything out to the world, And she's been twisting, like what's been how she could see it and where she was when she saw it, and like it's a wild story. And I'm planning on doing like a reaction style, possibly live stream about it. I'm collecting videos and data and facts about the case. So this way here, when I present it, it will be all the facts that we have, all the facts that I can get my hands on to present this. So this way here, you guys are getting what the truth is. That'll be coming up. She goes to court for arraignment on Thursday. So once that comes out, and then everybody starts fluttering the internet with the, what happened. Obviously, it's going to be a not guilty plea, just like every other case. But that's just to protect your rights as a person involved in a court case. But when it comes down to it, when you whip out your phone and you record something and post it online, that becomes your digital footprint. That becomes part of your personality. And if you post stuff like that, that's, that's going to show badly for, any future dealings you have with either companies, employment opportunities, advancements, whatever. You got to be careful about that kind of stuff. So that's why I made the character in that little cartoon a devil, because the devil will tempt you to do whatever. And a lot of people fall for the idea of fame and fortune behind the camera of a social media platform. And that's not really, you're not going to get a whole lot of fame. You're not going to get a whole lot of fortune. But, just make sure that what you're putting out there is something that you're proud of. If you're not proud of it, don't post it. Like, she didn't just post it once. She posted it twice, got 2 strikes, and she started complaining and e-begging to her audience and just basically losing her mind about it. So I'll play the clip one more time, and then I'm gonna dive on out of here because I'm getting no interaction from the chat. So I'm just gonna play the video one more time on my way out.
What do I have to do?
And the rest will take care of itself. Some people will do anything for money and fame. It's bizarre.
All righty. With that, I say, don't let the devil trick you into stupidity. Keep your head on straight. Make sure that when you post something, it's something you're proud of. We shall talk to you all later, and I wish everybody peace, love, and happiness.